What's up, guys? Michel here, if you guys aren't already aware of that, and I hope you guys aren't bored of me yet because I've got lots more videos coming up. Today we're in Poland. I know, totally unexpected. Basically about a week ago, I was asked to be involved in a project here in Poland, in Belchatów. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but I'm not gonna ruin the surprise for you if it hasn't already come out. But basically, it was not in my travel plans originally to come to Poland, but I had to make the most of it. So I had one free day that I could squeeze in an interview, a video with a player. I'm really excited today to be in Łódź. Again, sorry about the pronunciation. It's a Champions League team, and I'm here with the player Britt Bongaerts. She is a Dutch national team player, a setter. We have a bunch of friends in common because she's played with all the Dutch players that I've ever played with, basically. Fem, Lonnie, and also, if you guys have been following along this channel for a while, you guys will know Lindsay. She used to play with Lindsay also. And possibly most importantly, she started her career in Aachen, which is the same team where I started my career. So we bonded over the fact that we have a special place in our hearts for the ladies in black. As with most of my guests, when I reached out to her, she was super positive, super excited, just seemed genuinely excited, interested to do a video with me, and was really welcoming and such a gem. She basically we squeezed the apartment tour and the podcast into she had 3 hours free in between weights this morning and training this afternoon, but we had to do it all in one day, so she was an absolute legend and we made it happen. I know how precious those sleep hours are, trust me. I've been there when you're like, I'm so tired, I just need to take a nap, and this lady wants to ask me questions. So thanks, Britt, for putting up with me. And luckily I booked my apartment. This Airbnb is 3-minute drive from her apartment, totally by coincidence. But when I got to her apartment, I realized, oh my gosh, I've been here before. I literally stayed in the hotel, which is right next to her apartment. And when I was staying there, I was playing Malus, and we were playing against this team in Champions League. And Femke, who I mentioned earlier, was playing on this team, and I remember going to her apartment for a coffee with one of my other teammates, Haley, and I think it might have even been the exact same apartment where Brett now lives. I can't be sure, but this always happens to me. I've literally, when we were going to Finland once with one of my teams, people were asking me, oh, are you excited to go to Finland? Have you ever been before? No, I've never been. And we get there, and in the hotel, the staff were like, welcome back, Miss Michel. I'm like, what? Turns out we had literally spent an entire week training there with the national team, and apparently it slipped my mind because I'm an airhead. But anyway, enough about me. Back to Britt. Britt was so lovely. She shared with us her shopping addiction, what it was like growing up in the national team program as a youngster in Netherlands, and her guilty pleasure for reality shows. She's a romantic at heart, and I know that because she described herself with the color red, as in love and hearts and Christmas and all things warm and fuzzy and cozy. And we also talk a little bit about volleyball. I know, we have to sometimes. And I asked her about her thoughts on this new format of the Champions League, where they're playing 3 matches, bam, 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 back to back. And you'll have to listen to the episode if you want to see what she said about it. She was a little bit nervous about her English for the podcast, but I assure you, it was better than mine. And here's a little snippet of the conversation.
Actually, no, in the beginning I was not at all into professional sports. I just played sports because I liked all kinds of sports. And I got scouted for the national youth team. And when I heard this before, my first reaction was, oh no, thank you. Because no, it sounds very bad, but I had no idea what everything was. And I was like, no, I'm okay here, I'm practicing at home. It was okay. And then they explained me some stuff, and
some stuff like maybe one day you could play in the Olympics, kind of stuff.
Yes. So of course I was more excited, and I tried and I liked it. So then when I was 14, I moved to Papenal. Mm-hmm. It's a kind of sports center where all national team, different kind of sports are playing or practicing. And you can go to school there, we could practice twice a day. And I think it's because when I was 14, it's still pretty young. It was a big step to leave my family and to move to a different city. But I think volleyball-wise, this was like a very good step for me to make.
Was that school as well? Was it like your whole year you were there? It wasn't just like during the summer training?
No,
it was
no,
legit.
it was the whole year. Yes, we had the morning practice, then I could go 4 hours to school, and then we had again practice, and we slept there as well with a lot of different kind of sports. And then in the weekend I would go home.
That sounds like so much fun, actually.
Yes.
That sounds like summer camp all year round. Was it men's teams as well?
Yes.
So you had a lot of it. I can imagine there are a lot of fun stories and fun
there were
experiences.
Yeah, but my first 2 years I really liked it there, but the last year I was actually very unhappy because it was just, you're really living in a bubble, and we are not close to a city. You are really living on this sports complex. And it was just volleyball school, and like this last year I was a little bit too much for me also, and I miss home. It was too much volleyball. I don't know, it was just too long.
Yeah.
And I even considered maybe stopping completely with volleyball. So thank God I didn't do
I
this.
know.
No, but then after I went to a club in Holland and I went out of this bubble, and I had some more like some normal social life also, and this helped me a lot. Like then I got the fun back, and yeah, now I'm here.
Britt was so lovely. She was all smiles and positivity, and I just love that in a person, so I knew that we were going to get along right off the bat, and she made me feel super welcome. So thank you so much, Britt. Thank you to the staff and the players and the coach for letting me film at training. I promise that I'm not going to give any of this footage to Maluz. If you guys at home are enjoying the Volleyball series, meeting just genuinely kind people who happen to be badass female athletes too, you gotta let me know. Let me know in the comments. Leave a red heart emoji this time if you made it all the way to the end of this video. Like and subscribe if you want to follow along, and I will catch you guys on the next one.